Hi everyone. So today I decided to go out for a walk, get a little fresh air. It's not a cloud, well, there are clouds in the sky, but not any rain clouds that are due to come in. So I figured I'd just go for a very leisure walk around the property, get some steps in, talk about a few things. So my last post, I was a little bit somber. I should have been very celebratory. I am processing, getting through, and dealing with my emotions on the loss of my horse. It was a very heavy blow and painful one at that. But I'm rallying. What else? I'm a little tired. I'm a little pale right now. I think I have a little touch of something. My body is just saying, girl, you're not quite right. That's all right. So I was in the lunchroom getting my lunch, and I've spoken to a lot of the staff in the kitchen, and a lot of them know that I'm on this weight loss journey, which I have officially hit the 100-pound mark. I hit it on Monday morning. I jumped on the scale. I might be a pound and a half up since had a lot of salty food. And they had actually a really nice menu today. They had a pot roast, which I've been craving, a little bit of red meat. So usually that's an indication that I need to add a little more iron to my diet. So I got the pot roast, which was a pretty generous piece. I got it with a scoop of cream spinach, a scoop of green beans. Then I got on the side a bowl of soup, which is, I think it's equivalent to about half a cup of the red pepper Gouda soup. It's actually very tasty. And I also got a side dish of sliced peaches. And I'm online paying, and the woman looks at me in this peculiar way. I said, I know it's a lot. I said, but it's actually going to last me 3 meals. And she goes, oh, okay. She's like, I didn't want to say anything. And I think that's just it. People that are cheering for you are afraid to say something that you might get offended, hurt by, or feel like you're carrying shame with it, making those decisions. But in actuality, people are trying to help. People are trying to be supportive, but people don't know. People don't understand what to do the majority of the time, I find. And I think that's the main discussion of this post, is people don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. My husband just lost almost 40 pounds on his own over, I would say, almost a year. And honestly, there's no magic pill. He's not exercising. Jerk. He's not exercising. He hasn't really changed his lifestyle. He just made little slight modifications. Portion size. He got off of soda. We try to eat at home. We really try not to eat out because you can't control what really you're taking into your body. Drinking more of the Crystal Light waters or the protein waters. And he's a little bit more active around the property on the house. But when you realize what you're eating and your lifestyle, same thing with me. I had to have surgery. I had substantially a much larger amount of weight to lose than he did. And I needed a little help. But weight loss is very doable, and people want to see you succeed. So, like I said to my provider who I work for, I said to her, I think I'm going to go for a little bit of a walk. And no question about it. Like, yeah, go ahead. Go enjoy, your lunch break. And I said to her, I said, I had my eggs for breakfast. They sat a little heavy. I had the steak yesterday for both lunch and dinner. And then I had the pot roast today. I'm feeling very full, and I'm probably trying to get that food through my system, which is fine. But, don't be afraid to tell people that you just had surgery, or you're on a special diet, and, you want to have what you want to have, but you don't want to overindulge, right? So the other day, again, in the cafeteria at work, they had one of my favorites, banana nut bread. But this one was banana nut bread, and it had blueberries in it. It looks so moist, so rich, so decadent. And the cook, who knows my story, or the server, I should say, says, "Oh, you can just have it." And I said, "You know what? No." I said, "That's the problem." I said, "I can't just have it. I have to think about what it is I am having and make decisions that are better." And she said, "Well, I can give you a small piece." I said, "No." And I turned around to her. I said, "I could have had it, right? I could have said, whatever, let me just have it and indulge." But I made a conscious decision not to. And I said to her out loud, I said, "I've had 48 years of overindulgence, and that's what got me to this point." I said, "I don't want to go back there." And again, I'm making decisions that are good for me, not for anybody else. And she was good with that. And I belong to a support group online for people that have bariatric surgery. And one person posted that they've hit a year and they're feeling hungry again. And yeah, it's, of course, that's like something that I worry about, because the hormone hunger is going to come back. You're not exempt. So when that starts to regenerate, it's going to get a little bit harder. And you have to have the behaviors mentally and physically and the modifications in your habits in full effect. I was talking to, again, my provider today, and we were talking about drinking and how in Florida people drink here, probably because it's so much social activity around it. And I said to her, I haven't had a drink since Christmas, so almost a year. And I said to her, normally I would have like a vodka spritzer with lime. And I said, but I can't have the carbonation. I said, so either I got to find a single solitary drink that I can milk out, or I just don't drink at all. I'm okay with not drinking. I don't really feel like I'm missing anything. I mean, yeah, of course, it takes the edge off. But, these are things that I chose going into the surgery, knowing I would have to make certain sacrifices, certain changes. I can't just have something. No, I have to think about, is it worth it? Is there nutritional value? What is the satisfaction I'm going to get out of it? What is the ultimate benefit? The only thing that I honestly miss, and I'm being honest, Carvel ice cream. Carvel's soft serve chocolate ice cream that you would get in a Carvel frozen cake. I love Carvel. But I've been missing Carvel since we moved here down from New York. So I haven't had Carvel. But that's really the only thing I'm truly missing. And on rare occasion, an ice cold beer on a really super hot summer day at the end of the work day, or an ice cold extra bubbly Diet Coke. I miss it, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I'm still having my sushi. I still have whatever I want to eat. I'm just very conscious about it. And with that being said, you know, I chose this direction. I invested a lot of money in myself. So between doctor appointments, the surgery, changing and hindering my work lifestyle so I can have this procedure, I can't not make conscious decisions. Plus I need to be there for my family, right? Health is important. My vitals have been stellar. 111/78, I think my last one was. Stellar. Fantastic. My heart rate, my resting heart rate went from mid-upper 70s. I'm now down in the low 60s. Fantastic. So all of these changes are positive. They're good. I'm happy. I'm not unhappy. I'm very happy. Just know people don't know how to support you. You have to be your own support. You can't go to someone's house knowing that they're having a party, knowing that everyone's going to bring crap food. Plan ahead. You have to think ahead. You have to make stuff that you know you can have with less guilt, you know, but you bring for everybody. That's the only difference. You bring for everybody, not just yourself. And you'll get through it. So, you know, people have the best intentions. They mean well. You know, they are cheering you on. People in general are just not educated, or they don't have the skills necessary to help you on your journey. And at the end of the day, it's not their responsibility, it's your responsibility. You need to be responsible for yourself, right? Everyone in this world that we live in is me, I. You know, what are you gonna do for me to make it better? No. You want something to change, you gotta change yourself, right? Think about that. If you want change, you in your life want change, then you need to make those necessary changes or adjustments to make things better for you. It's not anyone else's responsibility. Your happiness is not based on someone doing something for you and your end result. It makes you happy in that moment. No, you got to make yourself happy. You got to love yourself. You know, if you're going to sit wallowing in pity, well, you know what? Misery loves company, right? So make those changes, make those positive changes, because at the end of the day, you're accountable to you and only you. At the end of the day, I gotta look in the mirror and like who I see, what I see. Well, I'm working on the what I see. But I gotta like that person that's looking back in the mirror, and I gotta have respect for that person. For a long time, I didn't have any respect for that person. I liked what I stood for, but the actions and the talk didn't necessarily always match 100%. But I'm always a work in progress. Then again, aren't we all? So I don't want to continue on because this can be really long-winded. And just know you're responsible for you. You're responsible for your own happiness. People try to help you. They don't know how to help you. And it's okay. Set yourself up for your own personal success. All right, guys, have a great one. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.